Hey, what's good, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing it, man? We back with another video, bro. Did I already say Happy New Year to y'all? I think I did. I think that last fantasy video I put out was in 2020. Yeah, because it's the first video of 2023, I remember saying. But how y'all doing? How y'all doing it, man? I come here today to review the Steelers season, man. I mean, well, it's not really going to be a review, but I just want to talk about, everything that, what it basically is a review. What we could have did better, you know what I'm saying? Why are we in the situation we in now, you know what I'm saying? How we got ourselves into the situation where we're not into the dance, where we're not into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy to me because it's so many games we could have won this season. So many games we could have won. It's no way we should have finished 9-8. There's no way we should have finished 9-8. Now, I get it. Everybody's kind of sad that, we didn't make the playoffs, blah, blah. But in my opinion, I was saying, let's just win this game for Mike Tomlin, Let's win this game so Mike Tomlin can keep his never had a losing streak, never had a losing season streak going. So I didn't really want to make the playoffs because it's kind of like, even if we would have made the playoffs, obviously the Chiefs locked up the first round, but we probably would have had to see the Bills. We would have had to see the Bills. And last time we seen the Bills, we got cooked. And honestly, in the playoffs, I think we would have got cooked again. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people may say, oh, Gabe Davis had 2 lucky plays. Were they lucky? Were they lucky? Or did the defense play terrible? You know what I'm saying? Our secondary sometimes is decent, but against Josh Allen and them boys, it's just not going to happen. So I'd rather us not make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We currently hold the 17th pick in the draft, so that's good. The second-round pick that we traded for Chase Claypool, the second-round pick that we got from trading Chase Claypool turned into a first-round pick because there's no 31st pick this year. There's no 32nd pick this year because the Dolphins got their pick stripped. So we got another first round. I believe we got 3 picks in the top 50 because then we got the 48th pick as well in the second round. But, dog, everything that happened this season could have been totally different, Even starting off with week 1, even though we got the dub week 1, came out hot in Cincinnati, we got 6 to 7 turnovers, and we couldn't capitalize off them. We barely won the game. I almost lost the game. Could have easily lost that game. There's no way that should have happened. We move on to week 2. We lost to the whole AFC East, y'all. We lost to the whole AFC East. We lost to the Jets, Patriots, Bills, and Dolphins. In 3 of those games, 3 out of those 4 AFC East games, we could have won easily. We could have beat the Patriots easily, but the offense was stagnant, mistake after mistake from Mitchell Trubisky, just bad offense. The offense was so stagnant. Nothing was moving. Nothing was happening. We could have easily beat the Jets. That's the Kenny Pickett game. Kenny Pickett's first game. He come in, we go up 20-10 in the fourth quarter. We were up 20-10 in the fourth quarter, and we ended up losing that game. There's no way. There's no way we should have won there and lost that game to the Jets. The game against the Dolphins, it was 16-10 at half. The final score was 16-10. How do we not get in the field goal range at least twice? And at least tie the game? Let's go to overtime. Let's crown a winner. Somebody got to win. So those are 3 games right there that we could have won. You know what I'm saying? And it's just bad, But we beat the whole NFC South. We beat the whole NFC South. You know what I'm saying? But that's second half of the season when guys realize, oh snap, we 3-7. We're 3-7, and that in itself is crazy. Mike Tomlin deserves so much credit. So many things could have just happened differently this year. So many things could have happened differently. And honestly, I liked how we ended off the year because the defense, they gelled. We led the league in interceptions. If we don't lead the league in sacks, we're gonna lead it in something. We led the league in interceptions. You know what I'm saying? Minka had 6 of them things. He was the team MVP. The defense gelled together. I loved the way how the offense was coming together. You know what I'm saying? I still think we should fire Matt Canada because I feel like that offense has so much more potential that we could be better without Matt Canada. But the way the offense was coming together, you see the progression in Kenny Pickett. You see how comfortable Kenny Pickett is getting. He was already comfortable, but now you see in those, he had, 2 game-winning drives in back-to-back weeks, one against the Raiders and one against the Ravens. He's getting comfortable, and more comfortable. And you can't ask for nothing better than that in a quarterback. Honestly, I think we go into next season with just Kenny Pickett and just Mitch Trubisky. We let Mason Rudolph go. He is on a contract. He didn't play not one snap of football all season. I don't think we keep him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm loving our future. You know what I'm saying? And we're so young on offense. That's the thing. That's the thing that I really like about our offense, because we're so young. Even the offensive line, they gelled this season. In the beginning of the season, they were terrible. I believe we were the only team in the league to have the same offensive line, like lineup, the same offensive line lineup throughout the whole season. And that's why these guys have gelled together. That's why the run game has gotten better. You know what I'm saying? That's why the pass protection has gotten better. You know what I mean? Now, sometimes they do give up, you know what I'm saying? It's football. You're going to give up sacks. You know, you're going to mess up. You're going to get a holding call. That illegal man downfield, that, was it Kevin Dotson or Chooks? It was one of them guys. That was bad last week. But that's besides the point. For the most part, the line has gelled perfectly. And I like our offensive line going into next year. You know, maybe still draft some pieces because, you know, you just never know. You could probably get better in the draft depending on what position you want to talk about. And, yeah, the run game, I love Najee and Jaylen Warren. I love what I seen from Najee and Jaylen Warren this year. Not in the beginning, because the run game was god-awful. We didn't have one. Najee was making mistakes. His vision wasn't there, blah, blah, blah. Cool, whatever. He was playing with a Liz Frank injury and all that. Second half of the season, Najee absolutely turned it up, and so did Jaylen Warren. He followed right after. Jaylen Warren has a burst that I've never seen before. Like, even on them 2-3 yard gains, you think he's going to burst for like 12 because his burst is so strong. But it'd be like 2-3 yards. Like, his burst is crazy. I love Jaylen Warren. Like, our whole offense is young. Like, just look at the names I'm naming. Kenny Pickett, drafted this year. Najee Harris, drafted 2 years ago. Jaylen Warren, drafted this year. Well, undrafted. You know what I'm saying? George Pickens, drafted this year. Freiermuth, drafted 2 years ago. Deontay Johnson, he's probably the oldest guy on that offense. Like, the skill players, not on the offensive line, but the skill players. You know what I'm saying? Then we got, I say we keep Steven Sims. I love Steven Sims on the little end-around routes and all that. I say we keep Steven Sims. I say we let Gunner and all them go. I say we re-sign Miles Boykins for special teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man. Who else? Who's else a free agent? Anthony Miller? We didn't even get to see him, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I love this offense. And I think us trading Chase Claypool really opened it up more. Like, it opened it up more. Like, that last Chase Claypool game against the Bucks, I think that was the last game. That might have been his last game, if I'm not mistaken. He came up clutch, you know what I'm saying? He won us that game. But everything else after that, no, that wasn't his last game. I'm not sure, but either way, I think trading Chase Claypool really opened it up this year for us, you know what I'm saying? George Pickens is by far going to be an absolute stud. He's going to be an absolute beast. And I have a take. Give it 2-3 more years. It's not going to be next year. That's too soon. I'll be surprised, honestly. But give it like 2-3 more years. That Kenny Pickett to George Pickens connection is going to be the best in the NFL. Or one of the best in the NFL. And George Pickens will be a top 10 wide receiver in 2 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Remember I said that. As for Deontay Johnson, he didn't have a touchdown all year. He didn't have not one touchdown. He almost got in the box in that game against the Browns, you know what I'm saying? But to me, Deontay Johnson, he made a lot of big plays this year. You know what I'm saying? It seems like he hears the criticism. You know what I'm saying? He hears when people say, oh, you got to concentrate on catching the ball. He hears when people say, oh, when you catch the ball, now you got to stop running back. He hears all that because he be fixing it. And that's one thing I like about Deontay Johnson. He fixes what he knows is bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, the offense, I think our offense is going to be so straight. You know, get a couple more things right. You know, maybe bring in some new linemen. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get a new center. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get a new left tackle. Maybe get a new right tackle. You know, you just never know. You know, stay ready. You know what I'm saying? Najee and Jaylen Warren absolutely love that backfield. Like I said, they could be the next Tony Pollard and Zeke Light. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be them, but they could be the next them light. You know what I'm saying? Love our receiving core. You know, maybe add another receiver in there. Keep Steven Sims for all the... Well, we still got... Look at me. I'm forgetting about Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin, we haven't even seen what Calvin Austin can do yet. So maybe don't get another receiver. Maybe don't get another receiver. Knowing the Steelers, they probably will. But maybe don't get another receiver because we haven't even seen Calvin Austin. And I would love to plug him in for just a fast, deep threat, a speedy, deep threat. You got Deontay Johnson, your finesse guy, you know what I'm saying, your playmaker. And then you got George Pickens, your big, fast, just unbelievable, great ball point guy. You got George Pickens, then you got the fast Calvin Austin. Then you got Steven Sims running the end arounds and all that, running the slants. Then you got Freiermuth at your tight end. I really do like Connor Hayward too. I love Connor Hayward at the tight end spot. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I think he played better than Zach Gentry this year. And I bang with Zach Gentry. That's a big guy, Zach Gentry, like 6'8", but he don't show it. He don't show it. And I really love what Connor Hayward showing. If we can have, like, our offense is so young. Our offense is so young. Like, this Steelers team has so much potential, bro. And honestly, next year, I think we're going to be so good. Like, and they already released our schedule for next year. It's not the easiest, but it's definitely not hard. It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? They released our schedule. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen because we got to get through the whole offseason, you know, people sign places and all that, the draft, you know what I'm saying? One player can change a whole team, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say give out any records yet. We'll do that, you know what I'm saying? But this team has so much potential, man. I don't even got to speak on the defense. Love what I've seen from the defense this year. Towards the second half, you know, and with the run game. We really improved on the run game. You know, bringing in guys like Miles Jack, Larry Ogunjobi, Levi Wallace, like bringing in them type of guys really changed this defense. And honestly, I hope we can keep all them. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I think we should bring back Terrell Edmonds because, like I said, he gets better every year. Every year he gets better. Bring back Terrell Edmonds. Bring back Devin Bush, honestly. Bring back Devin Bush. You know, maybe we draft a linebacker. I think we draft a cornerback. We should definitely draft a cornerback, whether it's Joey Porter Jr., and it's another cornerback in the draft that I forgot his name, but rather it's him, you know what I'm saying? But I think we definitely draft a cornerback, you know what I'm saying, with one of them first-round picks. Has to be a cornerback. But love what I seen from Cam Sutton, Minka, you know, them type of guys. Like, love those guys, man. Love those guys. You know, you get Alex Highsmith, who had 14 sacks, Cam Hayward, like, just great, just great. Like, towards the end of the season, we really showed that we can be one of those teams that can come out here and win games on a daily basis. We started 3-7 and finished 9-8. Like, we showed that second half of the season that we can be one of these teams that could go on these stretches and potentially go on a deep playoff run with this young offense and a dominant, stout defense. So next year, I just think, you know, we clean up the minor things. I still think we fire Matt Canada. You know what I'm saying? And next year, I think we can be, you know what I'm saying? We can be in that playoffs, making it to Mike Tomlin can get out the first round. You know what I'm saying? Possibly get into an AFC championship. You know what I'm saying? But we got to see everybody else's team. We got to see. It's football at the end of the day, so you just never know. But I think next year the Steelers can definitely be a contending team. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not make it to the Super Bowl quite yet because it's a little early, but you just never know. You just never know. Kenny Pickett could come in here and have a crazy turnaround and be terrible. Or Kenny Pickett have a crazy turnaround and be absolutely phenomenal. And Najee Harris is absolutely phenomenal. The defense is performing. So, you know what I'm saying? But with this year, I just think a whole lot of things could have went better. But to me, this was an experiment year. It was an experiment year. You know what I'm saying? We had to rely on others to get us into the playoffs. That's never good. But it was an experiment year. We had a rookie quarterback. We had a bridge quarterback with Mitchell Trubisky some games. You know what I'm saying? We had new guys on the O-line. We had new guys on that defense. You know what I'm saying? They had to learn everything. You know what I'm saying? We had a rookie wide receiver. We have second-year tight ends. We have second-year running backs. We have, we're a young team. So we're still experimenting a couple of things. But I think next year we can definitely come into the NFL season and really be a threat. We can really be a threat to some opponents, man. And hot take. I'm going to say next year, I know the Bengals on their little high ride, winning the division 2 years in a row. Yeah, hot team, whatever. Next year, I'm going to do a little hot take, man. We win the division next year, bro. Yes, I'm talking early, but I don't care. We win the division next year, bro. So remember I said that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just leave it at there, man. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about the Steelers this year. I know I did a lot of rambling. I was chatting in this vid, but hey, man. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. Like, share, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Get some new people to come to the channel, man. Come to the channel. We're going up in 2023. This will officially be my 3rd year doing YouTube. I started in 2021. This will be my 3rd year. I think my 3rd year is January 19th. You know what I'm saying? 2021, I started in January. We got 2022, and we got 2023. You know what I'm saying? Wait, or is that making my 2nd year? My fault. That making my 2nd year. Wait, no. Because I did the whole 2021 calendar. I did the whole 2022. Yeah, this will be my 3rd year. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm talking about. Bro, I don't know. But, yeah. We here either way. Love y'all. Make sure I like, share, subscribe. And we on to next season, man. I will be covering the whole playoffs. I will be covering the whole playoffs, every game. So make sure y'all stay here for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much all I got. I love y'all. Everybody, please stay safe, and I'm out.
Hey.